What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Diego's Garage. Today we're gonna be disassembling the suspension off my Camaro to upgrade the suspension. This is a two-part series and this is part one. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, so let's get to it.
You're goddamn right.
I'm gonna move the top strut bolts to 15mm. Alright, next I gotta move these bolts right here. They are a T50. This one's gonna be accessible to take off. But that one, on the other hand, the brake master cylinder reservoir is in the way. So what I'm gonna have to do is loosen that bolt and loosen that bolt right there. Just move it out of the way a little bit to the left so I can have access to that bolt right there. And then we'll work on the suspension on the bottom side of things. It is hanged on with the upper control arm, so it's just gonna be dangling there. But yeah, it should be, once those two T50 bolts are out, I'm free on the top side of things. Then I have to work my way down on the mounts. These bolts are 15mm, by the way. Taking off the second bolt on the brake master cylinder reservoir. Alright, so I got the reservoir mounted off. I had to use a pry bar to take it off. Just move it enough where you have access to the bolt. So what I use is, traditional wrench extension. I am using a swivel to get in there. So I was able to reach in there. Turned out good. So let's get it off. Like that, it's off. Alright, I'm gonna take off the front sway bar. I'm using a wrench, 13mm on top, and to hold it, 13mm socket. I'm gonna hold that one, and I'm gonna turn this nut off. Well, as soon as I was taking off that nut off, the thing snapped. I suspected it though. It's all good though. It's gonna get replaced anyways. Well, now that it's snapped, I can easily take it off, pull it out. But it's all good, take it off. I'm gonna go on the other side and do it, and then the mounts that go here as well. Alright, next I'm gonna move these mounts right here for this front sway bar. They're both 13mm, one on each side, right there as well. Just like that, I got the front sway bar off. Alright, right now I'm gonna attempt to take out the strut. I'm gonna do this first, these two bolts, bolt head on the bottom, and then there's the nut on top. I'm gonna try to take it off with just those two bolts. If I can't, then I'm gonna have to remove the spindle bolt that's right here, the joint, and maybe the steering joint. We'll see though. Let's attempt to take off the strut first, see what happens there. Alright, so I got the strut out. So it's much more wiser if you just disconnect the tie rod, and probably best too if you remove the caliper and just let it, put it to the side, tie it up with a bungee cord or zip tie or something, because you don't want this line to stretch out. Right now it's being hanged on. I was holding it with my knee on the caliper. Right now it's being hanged on by this bucket while I unmount the caliper and set it to the side. And man, look at that rust. It's like super pitted up there too. I'm gonna hit it with the wire brush on top for sure. but I'm debating whether to replace these upper control arms. They're just nasty. These ball joints are kind of cracking too, so might just replace that. Been wanting some upper control arms anyways. These ones are stamped steel, really cheap. Maybe it's time. So yeah, I've made up my mind. I'm just gonna order some. But yeah, so just repeat on the other side. I recommend just take off the tie rod first, the caliper second, and then just unbolt the strut, and it'll come right off. That way, you know, you're not damaging the line. That way you have clearance with the tie rod in the way. But yeah, gonna tackle the other side real quick. I was painted the wheel wells under the undercarriage. Just touch it up. I prepped it, scuff it all up, wipe it down, and spray painted some rust barrier. This is the good stuff. Now I just gotta do it on the other side. I'm pretty happy with the results. The strut tower on top where it mounts up, it was pretty bad there. Got all the rust off, the dirt, and came out clean. So it should be able to be protected from years to come. Alright, cool. Got both struts out and upper control arms. Check out how bad these upper control arms are. See how pitted they are? Disgusting. This is way worse. It's eating up the metal. It's gonna get it replaced with the new Yumi's upper control arms, a new suspension, struts and shocks. Paint's curing on this side. Looks real good. Nice and shiny. Looks new. Got everything zip tied so there won't be like stress on the joints. Brake calipers hanging on by zip ties as well. Other side, hang down by zip ties. Spindle, calipers hang down by zip ties. I just gotta prep this area now. Prep the mounting points and paint it. It'll be good as new and protected. Alright, next I'm gonna take off the rear sway bar. On the top, it's a 13mm bolt, and on the bottom, it's a 12mm socket. I'm gonna remove it each side. Let's get it going. Smoky. There we go. Now I'm gonna remove the sway bar mounts. Hang down by 13mm. Now the driver's side. There you go. And just like that, rear sway bar is off. Alright, now next I gotta take off the strut and the spring, passenger and driver. Alright, next I'm gonna remove the bolt that holds the strut on the bottom. It is a 21mm socket. I did put a jack to support the diff, so it doesn't like slam on me. Let's get it going. Alright, it's loose. I gotta get the passenger side. There is a 21mm nut. It's like a locking nut. It's holding it. Should be able to come out by holding this. Well, she's free. If I lower down the differential, I should be able to take off the springs off. Let's try it out. That one's hanging. That one's still hanging on to dear life. Well, that removed itself. Let's remove the other one. Woo! Alright, fast forward to get the upper bolts for the struts. We had to do, first what I did is I put the back seat forward, folded it, then I removed the panels. You know, unplug your speaker on both sides, lift the carpet, fold it that way, and then there's these covers that cover the strut on the top side of things. Just take it off, and we'll expose the nut for the top of the strut. It's a 15mm socket to remove it, but if it doesn't want to remove, I'm gonna have to use a small regular wrench to hold the top of the thread, and then use a regular wrench with a ratchet to remove that nut. But let's hope with the impact it comes off. Alright, here's the driver's side. Now for the passenger side. Alright, cool. Got all the rear suspension off. Springs, struts, top hats, rear sway bar, links, all taken out. It went smoothly. Now just time to install the new stuff of the car.
But that's gonna have to wait for next video. Cool, we got all the suspension off, all the nice worn out parts. Well, not really nice, but worn out. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, we got all the old suspension off. Nice and ready for the new suspension to come in already. So cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe for Diego's Garage. And finally got an Instagram for the account. Please, go follow it. _Diego's Garage. I'll put it on the description below. See you guys on the next video on part 2. Peace.